So these are the awards for the coming shootout this Sunday, and what I hold in my hand here is the Best Living Room TV Award. I'll just open it up all and then let you know what each award means. Best Home Theater TV, this is probably the big one. We'll just leave this to the last. Best Gaming TV, Best HDTV, and this is the big one. Whoa! The best TV of 2017. Right. Let's move this box out of the way and then I'll explain what each award means. And also maybe our scoring system as well. Okay. Let's start. First thing, let's deal with Best Home Theater Television. In my mind, I think the reason why we have this many awards is that we've come to accept that not one TV is good at everything. Each TV has their different strengths and weaknesses, and we need to appreciate that more and more TV owners are using their televisions for various sources, ranging from really pristine sources like Blu-rays and Ultra HD Blu-rays, from off-air broadcast, terrestrial broadcast, which is less than pristine, also for gaming as well, and they use it in a variety of different environments as well, ranging from bright room to dark room, which is why we have these 4 awards here. And I'm going to sit here now and be transparent about the whole thing and explain to you what it means. And in fact, I'm just going to grab a scoring sheet for the shootout. If you can just bear with me for a while. So I hold in my hand here a scoring sheet for the shootout. There are 8 different categories: contrast performance, color accuracy, motion, uniformity, video processing, gaming, bright room, HDR, and those are the 8 categories. And under each category, there may be further subcategories. For example, under contrast performance, each television will be ranked based on the attendees' votes on black level, shadow detail, and bright detail. So there are 3 subcategories under contrast performance. So these 3 scores will be added together and then divided by 3 to give us an average figure for contrast performance. If there are no further subcategories, such as under the color, there are no subcategories, so it will just be scored on its own. And then the color will be judged against a Sony BVM X300 professional broadcast monitor that we've managed to secure for the event for comparison purposes. Under motion, there are 2 categories: the motion clarity and the motion smoothness. Under uniformity, there's the dark uniformity or maybe near black uniformity for OLEDs. And then there's bright uniformity, just random DSE dirty screen effect, things like that. Video processing is probably an important one, especially when you're dealing with less than pristine sources. So upscaling is one subcategory. gradation is another subcategory, and the third thing is just a general impression of how each TV handle compressed sources, which we are going to feed through to the television. So there are 3 subcategories here, and in the end the scores will be divided by 3 to give us an average score for video processing. Gaming, there are 2 subcategories here: input lag, which is very important for many people, especially hardcore gamers out there. Input lag is basically just how responsive your TV is in responding to your controller, the button presses on your controller, and how fast you turn. And the second subcategory is just the general picture quality of the television when you are playing games. I'm talking more in terms of smearing. Let's say if you turn too fast, whether there will be smearing or there will be dirty screen effect or DSE. Bright room is the next category, and under which there are 2 subcategories: light output and anti-reflection. So the last category is HDR, which again, I think we need to come to accept that not all TVs deal with different aspects of HDR as well as another. So I've divided this into 3 subcategories. The first one is a dark scene, just a generic dark scene in HDR. And the second subcategory is how the different TVs deal with 1000 nit content. And the third subcategory is how each TV deals with 4000 nit content. So these are the 8 categories, and then to arrive at a score for these awards, we'll have to add certain categories together. So let's start with Best Home Theater TV. In my opinion, what a best home theater TV means is that, it's a TV that deals with the pristine sources the best. So we're not concerned about upscaling. We're not really concerned about compressed sources handling. We're talking truly high quality sources here, such as from Blu-rays or Ultra HD Blu-rays. So the scores will be derived from the contrast performance and color accuracy. So these 2 will be judged against the Sony Professional Broadcast Monitor, and the TV which receives the highest score will be taking home this award, the Best Home Theater TV Award. Now next let's deal with the easy one, Best Gaming TV. So whichever TV which scores the highest in the gaming category will be walking home with the Best Gaming TV. And it should have a low input lag and give high enough picture quality. By picture quality, I mean generally free from DSE or smearing, and we're going to play Horizon Zero Dawn on a PS4 Pro as well, and it should give enough HDR impact in terms of the rendition. Then HDR, we might as well talk about HDR now. Again, the TV that garners the highest score in the HDR category will be taking home this award. Generally be the one that scores the highest in the dark scene and the 1000 nit scenes and the 4000 nit scenes. And the Best Living Room TV Award is tricky. I think, the reason I designed this award is that not everyone has the luxury of watching TV with really high quality sources and also in non-light control room at the same time. So I think this award, when I designed this award, the idea I had in mind was that this is a general purpose television that can be watched in a bright room. And it can handle sports well, so motion will be quite important, and it will have very good video processing to deal with. Let's say if you sit down and watch a movie of a broadcast from, let's say, a cable or satellite television, you probably need a TV that can deal with all these sources quite forgivingly. And so this is the reason I designed this award, and the scores will be derived from the motion. So we will add up the scores from the motion, the uniformity, the video processing, and the bright room categories, and the TV which scores the highest in these categories, when you add up the scores in total, will be taking home this Best Living Room TV Award. And this is the big one, the best TV of 2017. And it's easy to say. So I think the TV which scores the highest overall across all 8 categories will be taking home this award. Now, one thing that I want to explain is how we are going to announce the scores. I think after much deliberation, we are going to announce the winner for each category. So even though a TV doesn't walk off with an award here, they may still win one category. Let's say they may win the motion category. So we're going to announce the winner and the runners-up for each category, and also for all these awards, we're going to announce the winner and the runner-up. But we are not going to reveal the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th place. And I know you are all about accountability and transparency, but bear me out here. I'll explain why we've decided to do that. When conducting the shootout, none of these manufacturers asked for their TVs to be put into this award. It was my decision to put these 5 TVs into this shootout, and it was not their choice at all. They don't have a say as to what TVs actually go into the shootout. So we have to be extremely sensitive. I have to be extremely sensitive about it. And I think by giving you guys, winner and runners-up, it will be good enough for you to make an informed decision as to the TV that you wish to purchase or that you may consider purchasing next. Obviously, if you are actually attending the shootout, then you'll be able to see all these TVs together and you'll make a judgment for yourself, which one is worst and which one is best. But I think people are not going to be interested in which TV comes 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's like the Oscars, right? The Academy Awards. When the members vote for the Oscars, they don't really even announce a runners-up. That's probably not a good example. Okay, put it another way. I mean, I'm just trying to be sensitive here. Let's say if I was put into a contest to be judged on my handsomeness versus, let's say, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Harry Styles, and I have no say about it. I don't want to be entered into this beauty contest, but someone somewhere decided to host this award and then entered me without my consent, and I'm in it. I wouldn't want to know that I finished last. It would hurt me a lot. Obviously, I'm not the most handsome person in the whole world, but it will still hurt me a lot. And so we have to be sensitive about this whole thing, which is why I've decided to only announce the winner and the runners-up for each category. And I mean, another analogy that I can say is like, Usain Bolt, and when he ran in the 100 meters recently, and obviously he lost out to Gatlin. But do you actually remember who finished 4th in the 100-meter race? I have no idea. I mean, I know who the person who came 2nd was because he finished above Bolt, but I really don't really know who finished 4th, or 5th, or 6th, or 7th, or 8th for that matter. So for the shootout, I wanted it to be as transparent and as accountable as possible. So I'm just going to be really upfront about it right now before the shootout actually happened, about the scoring system, and also about how we are going to go ahead with the announcement. So when I announce the contrast performance category, I will be announcing the winner and the runners-up. And then perhaps, if we have time, I will review the scores for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place to see how close the gap was. But I won't be revealing the TVs that came 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So I hope you understand my position here. And I think it's going to be a great show. We've got a great lineup of content for each category. May the best TV win.